Hello.
And
welcome to
hey
the
everyone.
Plains of Arrakis. I guess we should start off by introducing ourselves. I'll go first. My name is Team Wolf. I am the lead producer for Battle for Dune, for Battle for Dune War of Assassins, the game that we're showcasing today.
I am Killing You, and I am the audio designer for Battle for Dune War of Assassins.
I'm Oa, and I do nothing on Battle for Dune 4 of Assassins. I'm just here to look pretty.
I'm Bob, and I do things.
Yeah, he's our resident wizard.
He is our resident wizard.
Sorry, I already introduced myself, but I was muted on Discord, so.
A conquest zone is now neutral.
Oh well.
Yeah, I'm Oa again. Hello. I'm just here to stream and
A conquest zone is now neutral.
and show off this beautiful game to everyone. Let me just tab into the
House
chat so I can
Harkonnen
see
has
what
secured
you
a
guys are
conquest
saying.
secured a conquest zone.
Let me just turn it down. So yeah, just want to say apologies for the late start today, guys. We had some technical issues, but we've managed to get through them, and now we're actually we're into the stream.
Yeah. Why are you doing it?
All right. What's what did you think
A
of the
conquest
new
zone is now
Dune movie,
neutral.
by the way, guys?
A
Asks
conquest zone is
Cornerstone.
now neutral.
Yeah, I love it. I saw it 3 times in the cinema, twice in IMAX.
House Atreides has secured a
Movie of
conquest
the year
zone.
2021 for
A
me,
conquest zone is House now Harkonnen neutral.
and
has
it's one of my
secured a
favorite
conquest
movies
zone.
ever. I cannot wait for part 2.
I haven't actually seen it yet.
House Atreides has
Oh
secured a
man, you're
conquest
missing
zone.
out. I got the special edition with the box that's shaped like the Bene Gesserit box. You know what I mean?
Really? Oh yeah, you did.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fantastic. Like, yeah, the new movie. Yeah, I can't wait for part 2.
All right, how does the game tie into the storyline?
Right, so the game is based off Westwood's Emperor Battle for Dune.
A conquest
So
zone
it's
is now
not
neutral.
strictly following the books or the narrative from the film. It's pitted between the main premise of the
House
game
Harkonnen
is
has
that there's
secured
been
conquest
a
zone.
great spice war. There's only 3 great houses left with the capacity enough to continue fighting. That's the House Atreides, House Harkonnen, and House
A
Ordos.
conquest zone is now neutral.
And they're fighting amongst each other with a limited form of combat known as the War of Assassins, decreed by the Guild since the Emperor is dead, to claim control over
House Atreides has
Arrakis
secured a conquest
and
zone.
continuously mine the spice. And the House Atreides is led by the Duke Achilles. You have who also has his Mentat, who is like pretty much like Fifa Howard and Leto. And then you have the Baron Rakan for House Harkonnen, which has his 2 nephews, just like in the story. And yeah, it's pretty much just fighting over Arrakis and trying to claim control.
A conquest zone is now neutral.
I hope that
Harkonnen
answered your
has secured a conquest
question.
zone. House Atreides has secured a conquest zone.
I just want to take a second to give a big shout out to the Dune 2000 community.
Yeah, gotta love those guys.
A conquest zone is now neutral. House Harkonnen has secured a conquest zone.
Yes.
Yes. So Bay is the Atreides Mentat. He was very kind enough to lend us his voice, and he's been doing a lot of cool work for building announcements and overall game announcements for House Atreides.
side.
A conquest zone is now neutral. A conquest zone is now neutral. House Harkonnen has secured,
Okay.
a conquest zone.
Right.
Oh,
so
boy.
the gameplay to Battle for Dune is different in multiple ways. So we're still using the W3D engine as a base, but we've added inertia, so momentum-based movement to our infantry movement. We have our bullets have accuracy now. So in terms of the longer you hold down your weapon, the higher the inaccuracy will increase. You also have aim down sights, so your base accuracy for hipfire is fairly inaccurate, and then it becomes almost pinpoint when you go into aim down sights like iron sight mode. We also have our main base gameplay mode is Conquest, as you're seeing right now. And we also still have the traditional all-out war, so it's building versus building.
Conquest zone is now neutral.
And we have just other little quirks from base Renegades to make our infantry combat just that bit more spicy.
Conquest zone. House Atreides has secured a conquest zone.
Thanks for saying that. Yeah, a lot of our testers and people have been trying to have said that it does feel extremely different to anything that is WED based. And yeah, we're just trying to we're very much inspired by games like Battlefield and like Call of Duty, but also still want to really portray that nitty gritty Dune universe. Yeah, at the moment you're seeing Hagar Gulch, which is probably our most recently updated map. So it better portrays the approach we're going for with levels. So that's where you can see all these nice new shiny kind of cliffs.
House Atreides has secured a conquest zone. A conquest zone is now neutral.
Mm-hmm.
A conquest zone is now neutral.
Hey Hyperion, so in regards to House Ordos, we the choice to not include them in right now is due to just how much work it is to get a whole new faction in. But we do have the capability to get them working, and how we would do it is by per map basis. So say if you had a map like say we have a map called Soundtrap, right? And that's purely like Ordos versus Atreides map. So when you load into that map, you know what you're getting.
House Harkonnen has
I hope that answered your question.
Conquest zone.
If not, let me know. In terms with the worm, not in this build. Probably not. Yeah, not for this release. We're saving the worm for the vehicle release so we can properly utilize it.
Conquest zone is now neutral. House Atreides has secured a conquest zone. A conquest zone is now neutral.
Alright, Chronostorm, so you want to know about the different infantry types. So, what we have is, we've kind of broken them into tiers and like grouped by prices. So you've got your standard
House
basic
Harkonnen
free
has secured a
infantry,
conquest zone.
and so House Atreides has light infantry, which carries an SMG, and then you've got a bolt action rifleman. So he has a non-scoped rifle, which is quite high power. It's got good velocity, and it also is very accurate. Then for the Harkonnen,
A conquest
their
zone is now
riflemen, they've got the standard light infantry and a rifleman, and their rifleman carries a carbine. Has a little like red dot kind of reflex scope, and is quite high rate of fire, but not too accurate.
House Harkonnen has
And then
secured a
you go
conquest
down
zone.
into your other free repair is a repair unit called either technician or maintenance worker, depending if you're a trader or Harkonnen. And then you will have your anti-armor or anti-building infantry. So for Harkonnen, you've got the trooper, your trader, you've got the shock trooper, and they carry on quite a heavy-duty rocket launcher, which is pretty good at splashing infantry. It will kill any infantry in the game if it directly hits them.
A conquest zone
And yeah, it's just good for taking our buildings. Then you've got your Levenbrechts, and they are your officer class, and so they have a heavy-duty machine gun. The Atreides has quite an accurate rifle machine gun, and Harkonnen have a semi-inaccurate chain gun. Both do quite high amounts of damage, but they also come with a supply kit they can throw down and support their troops, and supply kits will give you armor, and they will also give you ammo. And then you've got your special classes, and so for the House Atreides, it's a grenade launcher class, which has a standard grenade firing, but also has a smoke grenade round, which we'll try and show off this round on this map. And then the Harkonnen have a designated marksman rifle to try and compete with long ranges with the Atreides sniper. And then you're moving on to your engineer classes, which are equipped with a repair tool, a shotgun. The Atreides have a more standard shotgun, kind of like a Spaz 12, and then you've got the Harkonnen have an automatic shotgun. And they also carry anti-personnel mines, and they also carry a sabotage time device. Then you've got your special classes for each house. And so House Harkonnen has a flamethrower infantry, which has a flamethrower and inkfine grenades, which are grenades that you throw on the ground, and they will create a fire and do damage over time. And then you've got House Atreides has their sniper, which is a high-power sniper rifle, which can kill 3 infantry units in one shot, and also does and kill pretty much every other unit in 2 shots. I hope that was enough of a breakdown for you.
A conquest zone is now neutral. House Atreides has secured a conquest zone.
That we'll have to see. Ideally, yes, we'd like to get it all in one, but it depends how much work it will take. We want to pay a special attention to aircraft in this game, since aircraft are so pivotal to the Dune universe. We want to make sure we get them right. But it'd also be nice to get them in with the vehicle release, and so people are used to both of them at the same time.
Rax on Discord asks if there's a shotgun.
Hey Rex. Yes, there are shotguns. I think I've just explained that. Yeah, the engineers have shotguns. The Atreides have a more traditional Spaz 12 type firing shotgun, and the Harkonnen have an automatic shotgun.
Ow.
Chronostorm again. Melee units make an appearance. Yes. So for the first big patch for the game, we want to include melee along with hopefully the Fremen and the Sardaukar. And depending with how well we can successfully achieve it, we also want to add personal shields, Holtzman shields into the game.
Yeah. I may or may not have been killing my voice in preparation for the possible inclusion of Sardaukar in the future.
Nice.
Atreides has secured a conquest.
Disclaimer on Discord asks if all weapons have an aim down sights mechanic.
Not. Hey, disclaimer. So, in terms of weapons and aim down sights, not all of them do. Almost every single one, apart from the flamethrower and the grenade launcher, since they have secondary abilities with their weapons.
Noah Allen on Discord says, when is BFD public alpha release going to come out?
So, here's the big one. We're aiming for release in probably about a month and a half to 2 months. But that's subject to change depending on circumstances. But that's our aim at the moment.
Testman on Discord asks, do the buildings have the same functions as in Renegade, or do they provide different benefits to the team?
A conquest zone is now
Right, so they pretty much have identical functions as Renegade, but the wind trap, which is the power plant, will govern building shields. So each building has a shield and its health. The moment the wind traps are down, it removes all shields, and you only have the building's health. So it makes them weaker. So the snipers have a bullet velocity of about 1,400, so that's probably round about double or maybe triple the velocity of machine gun based weapons.
a conquest zone is now neutral.
So Battle for Dune has been in development for quite a long time. We're probably about 13 to 14 years, but this version of the game has been in development for about 2 years, and we really count the last 2 years as the main development for the game, since we completely redesigned the game from the ground up in terms of making it infantry only and introducing all these modern mechanics. And the most work, I think, more work's happened in the last 2 years than it has in the last 7 or 8.
A conquest zone is now neutral.
Lyrionis on Discord asks if the game will have working bots.
Hi, Lirian. So, in terms of bots, yes, we will try and have as much bot support on release as possible.
House Harkonnen has secured a conquest. House Atreides has secured a conquest zone.
Wait, did someone say something then? It will go really loud. Right. In terms of super weapons, we're gonna have stuff like ornithopter strikes and similar abilities like that as more as support abilities and not as actual super weapons. What we're going to do in terms of super weapons, we're going to follow more Emperor Battle for Dune. So we're going to have, like the Hawk Strike. So we'll probably strip every single unit of their weapons. Death Hand, obviously, and then I'm not sure how we're going to do Deviator Gas. But we are planning to do super weapons at some point.
Noah Allen asks if BFD has aircraft. I believe we answered that. We're looking to get it for vehicle release.
Yes, yeah, we're looking to get it for vehicle release.
Rax on Discord asks, what's your favorite weapon?
Hey Rax, so my favorite weapon, that's a tricky one.
Is it really?
Hey, it is. So I love the Harkonnen Rakan Shredder, which is a chain gun. I really like the Achilles Mark 6, which is your Atreides like rifle machine gun. But I also love the grenade launcher because it's got smoke rounds. Most people will, like KY, will expect me to say the sniper rifle, which I do really enjoy the sniper rifle. But I've got to say, probably grenade launcher. I think it's just a lot of fun and it's got a lot of it's very diverse. It's got a lot of support and attacking capability.
I would say grenade launcher as well, but I also have a soft spot for the Harkonnen Brain Needle DMR.
Yeah, because you named it.
It's also very fun to use.
It is. Yeah.
Disclaimer on Discord says, will this game have more infantry-focused maps along with the base mode?
House Harkonnen
Will it have
has
more?
secured a conquest
Sorry, say that again, K1.
He says, will this game have more infantry-focused maps along with the base mode?
In terms of the vehicle release, or in terms of this actual release now?
Good question. Well, Lyrionis on Discord asks about the bullet velocity. Is the maximum still 399-ish?
Right, I'll answer the map question first. So, in terms of map, we're gonna still have infantry focus maps even on vehicle release, because we're very proud of how well we've done our infantry on the game and how well it plays. And in terms of the bullet velocity, Lyrionis, no. Our hit scan velocity is something like 2 to 4,000.
House Atreides has secured
So
a
we've got,
conquest.
yeah, so the base weapons are probably something like 8 to 900
Secured a conquest zone.
bullet velocity, and the sniper rifles are 1,000 plus.
Yeah, it's worth mentioning actually that we broke the bullet velocity limit a while back, so that's something that we've been able to do for a while now. A lot of AR's bullets, for example, are quite high velocity. Well, not as high velocity as BFDs, of course, but generally that stuff is not a limitation anymore, which is great.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd just want to grab. Yeah, Chronostorm asks, how does the spice look in game?
Right, in terms of the spice, we don't have it in many places right now, but we're looking to show off more spice with future maps. And right now it looks a bit orangey. We're not going for that glittery stuff too much from the movie or that's shown in the latest Star Wars episodes.
Although the orangey spice did have a little bit of a glimmer to it in the original, unless I'm misremembering.
A little bit.
A little bit, yeah.
Oh, right. So the roof cows are from one of our modelers called Romanov, who absolutely found the fact that they were in the film, in the 1984 film, hilarious, and wanted to make sure they had a cameo appearance in our game.
I pushed for a cat, but Team Wolf shot me down on that.
No meows.
Yes, meows. All the meows.
Not in that way.
We need more cat.
Oh, Ben, you're streaming from Harkonnen's side now, right? Good.
Oh, good shot, Bob.
Because now, everybody can hear my dulcet tones.
Yeah, Harkonnen team, best team.
I'll change teams there. I'll balance the teams.
Rax on Discord says I don't like the reticle.
Oh, that's a shame. Why don't you like the reticle? What's wrong with it?
Oh.
He says I stick to a simple cross reticle. Ah, that's
Okay.
fair.
I mean, the reason why we've gone for this reticule is to show to the player when their accuracy is going quite wide.
Oh, damn it, I didn't want to shock you. I can make this work. Ooh, that's not good.
Yeah, we had a similar crosshair, Rax, to A Path Beyond, but we just didn't really like it too much in terms of how it communicates your accuracy, and we felt that this approach, it just felt a lot better. One thing you guys might not have seen yet or noticed is that where with sniper rifles, when a sniper has scoped in, it shows a little lens glint, so you can tell when a sniper's looking around or looking at you.
Atreides barracks is under attack.
Hey Europro, we do not have a third-person mode for infantry. This game is purely first-person. We wanted to make sure that the infantry combat was fair, so no one could get an advantage with third-person by looking around corners, and also we wanted to more emphasize the infantry combat itself with the accuracy and the inertia, and we felt this was the best approach for it.
Disclaimer asks, is the glint very noticeable or is it a bit faint? Because he likes being a sneaky sniper.
So, it's noticeable, but it's quite small. So you'd have to look out for it a little bit. If, Owa, look behind you. So, this is what the glint looks like.
Warning. Harkonnen barracks is under attack.
Uh-oh. Whoa, people are in the barracks.
I did.
The shields are melting.
Well, there's one.
God fucking no! Get in the goddamn vehicle, damn it! Yes.
Atreides wind trap is under attack.
Disclaimer says, is that Alp?
Yes, that's our placeholder radio commands.
God fucking no! Destroy it now! Let's get a move on! God fucking no!
God, our buildings look so good these days.
Right?
That they do. That they do.
Like,
This is also my first time seeing the newer Atreides barracks doors, and it looks fantastic.
yes, also we've got the, it's just the Harkonnen barracks is pretty much complete now, it's great.
Yeah.
Whoa!
I'll draw them out.
There's a sniper barrack side, oh I see. I'm dead. Rax, in terms of accuracy, yeah, if you're rewarded for controlling your fire. So if you tap fire people, you have a higher chance of being on target and killing them.
Enemy fucking base defenses!
Oh, there's a scout.
Wait a minute. I just let a rocket. Rockets explode!
Oh god.
Yes.
we're hoping to release later in the year, in a few months.
Medic.
Conley begins spring 2022.
Yep.
Kill that
Ow!
something.
Yeah, that's right. You are rewarded for feathering your shots. Rex, of course, you were going to talk about modding. This kind of reminds me of you wanted to make a more modern mod at one point, didn't you? So that doesn't surprise me. You wanted to
Yeah.
make something that was it Renegade 2010?
Get in the goddamn vehicle, damn it!
Now, what I'm surprised nobody has commented on is we kind of brought back a little background feature from Renegade.
Are you talking about the sabotage devices?
No, not the sabotage devices. The announcements that play just ambiently while you're in buildings.
I was going to mention that because you could hear it when we were repairing. Yeah, I remember that, Rex. I was looking forward to seeing that. Yeah, so to touch on what KY was saying, we have ambient audio playing in our buildings with just announcements for Harkonnen or Atreides. Oh, that was such a good shot. Right, Testman asks, how much inspiration did you get from the books versus old movies versus new movie? So the books, I think the most inspiration I got was reading House Atreides, House Harkonnen, House Carino, because they're set in the feudal times, like the height of the Landsraad times for Dune. The old movie quite a bit because that's what Emperor Battle for Dune is visually based off. The new movie, not so much, but more, it just brought a focus to how much people enjoy the melee combat of Dune based on that. And so that's what kind of led us to think, yeah, we should probably focus a bit more on the melee side for our first big patch after release.
There's also a few minor Easter eggs here and there, references to the non-Westwood stuff. Like the cows in the Harkonnen barracks, as an example. But those aren't like big gameplay impacts, they're just sort of little, nice little nods.
Yeah, we kind of put the, little nods to the other pieces of media here and there. And some GDI. Oh, yeah.
Ah.
When's Phase coming out? I'm not aware. So we're aiming for about 2 months for this.
Yeah, I'm not sure when Phase comes out either. Not sure about that one. All right, this is off topic. Asks Yuri Prime, but any plans to make a Renegade C&C Generals mod?
No, there has been one made in the past. I worked on it. So a few members of the community. It was called Scudstorm. I don't know if you can still download it, but I don't really think there's any plans for anyone to make a version of that anytime soon. Unfortunately,
There is some plans to bring it back.
Is there?
Yeah. So Einstein, who's one of our kind of community archivists, he's bringing back a lot of these old projects under this kind of banner called the Renegade Archive. Basically, what he's doing is he's going through and making all of the older mods like compatible with all of the newer kind of scripts advantages and PCs, and just making them compatible with newer operating systems. So we've got one that's based on there's the old Soul Survivor mod, which is a bit of a kind of based on the old Soul Survivor game, which is quite cool. Then there is Yeah, Scudstorm, of course, the General's mod. If there's a mod called Rage Wars, which is made by Oblivion. Oblivion.
That's the
Yeah.
Torok one, isn't it?
Yeah, the Turok mod.
Oh, yeah.
So there's plenty of mods like kicking about that we're going to revive at some point. It's just just need to put in the work. But yeah, talk to Einstein. He'd be the man to know about that one.
I would love to see that resurface.
Yeah,
Gamelon on Discord. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
I was gonna say Scudstorm's a blast.
Yeah.
It's so retro, and yet
Yeah.
it's pretty fun. What? How you can actually build stuff with the dozers, like the turrets.
Gamelon on Discord asks, why is Atreides blue and Harkonnen red?
So those colors are from the games, because that's the game color and depictions. I know that's the reverse way round to the books, but we're basing these off the game. We're basing this on Emperor Battle for Dune.
It would be interesting in the future to see like a fan-made texture pack that swaps them to the book colors, but not as an official thing.
Yeah.
All right. Danku asks, any plans to add terrain sections like Fremen Sieges on maps?
Yes, that is one thing we do want to include into certain maps. There is some maps that we are planning to include in this release. We hopefully will have some form of siege feature, or we're going to have stuff like the weather stations that are more depicted.
Nice. Blown up the wind trap.
That was a good one.
Yeah.
That was a good one, guys.
And it might be hard to see on the stream, but if you'll notice, the Atreides buildings no longer have that secondary blue bar above their health bars. They are more vulnerable as the result of the wind trap being destroyed.
You
An
can
eye
get
for an out of
buildings.
ammo. Oh, there we go.
Oh, they blew up our barracks.
Oh, damn.
Oh, what? I was trying to blow up theirs. Oh, well done.
That was pretty damn good. Oh, yeah.
Well played.
What was I going to say? Okay, just looking at the questions. Oh, looks like I've run into a crash.
No, it just took a minute.
Oh,
Yep,
okay.
there we go.
All right, let me just restart my game.
Oh, that was close. That was fun. But yeah, I think we mentioned that Faye is the voice of the Atreides Mentat earlier, did we not?
Yes.
Okay. But on the Harkonnen side, we have none other than yours truly doing the voice.
Yeah, I don't know who yours truly is. I've never met that nickname in the community, but I've got to thank them.
Shut your titting penis.
Yeah, killing you here is the voice of the Harkonnen Mentat.
Yeah, I've just got to wait for my my dummy to drop because I've got a dummy player in there at the moment. But once my player drops, I can rejoin.
They've dropped. Yeah, you can join now.
Yeah.
That was a
Right, and we are back. So we've got we answered the question on Fremen Sieges. Killer BTX says, "Wow, this looks seriously amazing, guys." Cheers.
Hey Killer, thanks for the compliment. I really appreciate it. Means a lot.
Yeah.
This is great.
I'd say you're gonna get
Okay,
lots of
NF Havoc
comments,
says, "What about the C&C Assault mod with the
just
base
say,
building?
so
Is
you
that going to
can
go into the
on
Renegade archive?" I'm not sure. We should probably ask Einstein about that one if he's got any plans for it.
yeah.
Yeah.
I've heard of that.
Yeah,
I forgot about that. That's a really good, interesting
yeah,
mod.
it was made a long time ago, but yeah, it's good.
Try and pull it up.
Christ.
Nice.
Are we going in?
To the battle.
Disclaimer on Discord says, when the Fremen are implemented, will they be depicted as a sort of powerful terrorist group with how they play?
Kind of. They're going to have to use some form of guerrilla tactics because they're going to be almost like glass cannons. So they're going to be quite deadly in the ways of stealth, and their weapons are going to be quite potent at mid to long ranges in terms of their warriors. And then obviously we're going to get the weirding module in for the Federkin. But again, they're going to rely more on their cloaking abilities than being like tanky.
Faye on Discord says, hello, hopes everything's going well.
Hey Faye, the voice of the Atreides Mentat. How you doing?
Got a question from Killer B on Twitch. Any Talatsu units like contaminators or leeches?
Right, so that's a great question.
Isn't it?
Yes. No, but to properly answer it, yeah. So we have actually a more horde mode planned for the contaminators, where it's going to represent the end, more the end times of Emperor Battle for Dune, where you're going to have the contaminators kind of just coming at you in droves, because all of the like food sources have been, water sources have been contaminated with the contaminator virus, and then for the vehicle release, we will have the leech and larvae mechanic.
Testman on Discord says, will Spice be reskinned Tiberium, or will it have different functions in-game?
So, it will just be a reskin Tiberium that doesn't damage you at first, but we are tempted, if we can get away with it, and if we can do it, but probably can't. But I would like to have something that gives you more of like a weird distortion, like blurred vision, as it's like you're breathing in a bit too much of it if you're sat straight in Spice Sands. But no promises.
Rax says, show us the sandworm.
No sandworms in this build, unfortunately. Unless that's a euphemism, and that's definitely a no.
I mean, that's not entirely true.
Wow, now.
There is
Yeah.
I mean,
No.
if we...
No.
Next time we're on Sahaya Ridge.
As I say, this Team Wolf sandworm is more like a sand trout.
Ah! Got him!
I am hurt.
And my mission was a success.
So, we've been playing around with the idea of that and trying to design something to go along with that. But at the moment, no, because we don't have... It's not a focus due to the amount of work that would take. But we do want to do it at some point, so it's not a no forever, but it's a no for the first release.
Nice job, Harkonnen. Faye says, do you guys need some splash art for your loading screens?
Ooh.
Ooh, yeah, that is something I would definitely get in contact with you about. Because I think we've got a loading screen, but we might need some other bits and pieces, so we can sync up and talk about that for sure.
Rax says, make sandworms tameable so you can ride them.
That's probably going to be planned for vehicle release for the Federkin.
Take the reborn mutant hijacker, crowbar and all. She's
I mean,
crowbar as the
why
hook.
not? It's so good,
it's
isn't
so
it?
good.
Oh, the collisions are missing for the capture points for some reason.
House Harkonnen
Isn't there?
This is Dune 2000, if I'm not mistaken, right?
Yeah, all of the
Yeah, this is Dune 2000.
the June 2000 tracks are the map tracks for this game.
Secured a conquest zone.
I have to get
So we got
Because
a...
the Emperor tracks are for the vehicle release, right?
Yes. Oh,
Oh,
my
fuck.
goodness! The
We have to
Emperor-
do it now.
Oh god.
Ah, the
Nice.
mandate has been handed down.
A conquest
Oh.
zone is now neutral.
The
So,
herald has
okay.
spoken. Do you
So-
accept?
There is no call. We do not answer. Right. So I can do
House Atreides has secured
one-
a conquest zone.
a kind of version of that at the moment. We've got something planned
House Harkonnen
for
has secured a conquest zone.
probably the vehicle release. We have, and we mentioned this in the Renegade roundtable discussion, and that was
Conquest zone is
we
now
have an
neutral.
Emperor Game Worm mode that we're going to release where
House Atreides has secured
everyone
a
starts
conquest
on the
zone.
Imperial Basin in as sandworms, and you've got to eat as many vehicles as you can. How's that? Is that good enough for Emperor Worm based shenanigans?
A conquest zone is now neutral.
I mean, that sounds pretty fun, right? Cool. I mean, there's a video. If someone could grab the video, it's on our Indie DP page and link it around, like just to show it off. I'll try and do that in a second.
A conquest zone is now neutral.
I should really be on Twitch to read these replies as well. I feel quite bad.
Conquest zone is now neutral. House Harkonnen has secured a conquest zone. House Atreides has secured a conquest zone.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm keeping an eye on the questions on the Discord side.
Harkonnen's spice silo is under attack.
Killing.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, Killer Bee, I'm glad you like the idea of
Now
that.
neutral.
Same for you,
yeah,
Danku.
Our base is under attack.
Oh, I haven't fixed it where you can't shoot the silos yet. Wait, did the dead zone not work?
I think they did.
Huh.
I just saw 2 deaths.
Okay, cool. Eggman, you had me worried for a second there. And
Guy,
rightfully so.
exactly.
Yeah, I felt like you were gonna say something like that.
Rax says for some reason this map and graphics reminds me of Half-Life. I see it now.
House
Yeah,
Atreides has
I know what you
secured
mean.
a conquest zone.
Oh, with like the kind of New Mexico vibe.
Yeah.
Conquest zone is now neutral.
That's okay, because I love Half-Life to death.
Yeah, I love how that looks. Oh, shit.
House Atreides has secured a conquest zone.
Oh, Nexus is shredding.
Yeah, he's just wiping us the fuck out. Holy
Zone
shit.
is now neutral. House Harkonnen has secured a conquest zone.
So, hey man, yeah, so there is plans for Fremen. We're gonna be getting them in, and the next bit, like the big update after we do the first release,
Conquest zone is now neutral.
and we're gonna hopefully have the warrior and the feather king.
House Atreides has secured a conquest zone.
Okay, well, you sound super sad when the Harkonnen lose ground.
Yeah, because he's disappointed in the troops. But he gets very excited when like you gain ground.
Secured a conquest zone.
That's one thing that I definitely wanted to do was put a little bit of emotion into the
House
Harkonnen
Atreides has
Mentat.
secured a conquest zone.
Yeah, and you made it paid off.
Oh, nice anyway.
You're welcome. Ow.
The conquest
Oh,
zone
no.
is now neutral.
Hi man, yeah, so Black Mesa is fantastic, and if you haven't played it, I really do
House
recommend you
Harkonnen
checking
has
it out.
secured a conquest
It's
zone.
visually amazing.
Ow.
Would it be heresy to say that Black Mesa is my favorite Half-Life game?
No, it's so well done.
Hmm.
Oh.
pushing.
Yeah, Faye, you did an incredible job as the Atreides Mentat.
Zone is now neutral. House Harkonnen
Walk,
has secured a
cover.
conquest
I'm glad you
zone.
like the
Atreides
purchase
has
bomb
secured a conquest
changes.
zone.
Really,
A conquest
hopefully we're gonna get
zone
them
is
to
now
be a little bit more upgraded and look a little bit more like Emperor if things go to plan. So a little bit holographic.
House Harkonnen has secured a conquest zone. Harkonnen's spice silo is under attack.
The spice silo again?
Can you please stop doing that?
A conquest zone is now neutral.
By the way, Faye mentioned in Discord that he is also planning on releasing his stuff within the next couple months.
Conquest zone.
Nice. Okay, so we're gonna be probably clashing a little bit.
Hmm.
A conquest zone is now neutral.
That would
Yeah.
be nice.
House Harkonnen has secured a conquest zone.
Yeah, that'd be a cool idea.
A conquest zone is now
Yeah, that sounds cool, Faye.
I just saw an entire squad peek around the corner, and I could feel my character go, "Oh shit," before he got deleted.
House Atreides has secured
Nice
a
shot.
conquest zone.
Thanks. Mate, those were clutch. Those were like, we need to kill them.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
House
I know, you're
Harkonnen
right.
has secured a
I'll pop
conquest.
off
House
anyway.
Harkonnen has secured a conquest.
Yeah, I could do
zone.
with some. I need healing. I need healing.
Oh no.
Math with the headshots, man. I just can't compete.
House Harkonnen has
Actually, I need
secured
to
a conquest zone.
get onto YouTube.
Oh.
A conquest zone is now neutral.
There we go.
So I've got a question for some of the people watching. Based on what you're seeing here, would you have thought a couple of years ago that any of this was possible on the W3D engine?
That's a bit of a question and a half.
House Atreides has secured a conquest zone.
Get out of my face.
A conquest zone is now neutral. House Harkonnen has secured a conquest zone.
Bye, Ben.
That's not very nice. Hey, well, did you go to your favorite rock?
Maybe.
Oh. I didn't even remembered. Emperor is one of my favorite projects I worked on. And we put a lot of love into the game, and I have never met anyone in person who's heard of it, not counting all the work. Yeah, Killer, like, this has been work. I've been reading up, looking at and just admiring Emperor Battle for Dune as an RTS
House Atreides
for
has
so
secured
for
a
what
conquest
13 years now, and this labor of love that you see right now is 2 years, just over 2 years old. And fun enough, I know someone who worked at Intelligence Games, and who worked on Dune 2K and Emperor there, and told them about this, and they were just equally as surprised that like someone cared about the Emperor that much. You guys made a hell of a game.
Yeah, absolutely fantastic.
And hopefully this project, what you're seeing here, Emperor Battle for Dune, is enough of a kind of like a tribute to it, and to show you how much we appreciated all the work you guys did and how much we loved it.
Yeah, seriously, outstanding job. Testman, I was basically referring to stuff like aiming down sights, accuracy, recoil, that kind of stuff.
It always kind of amazes me with Emperor Battle for Dune that people who talk about it, they're just like, oh yeah, it was definitely on the Renegade engine or the General's engine, but from what I hear, it wasn't. From
House Harkonnen has
I'm not sure if that's I'm not sure what engine it was on, but it was like its own beast, right?
No.
Yeah, from what I've heard, it was its own beast.
Fun little factoid here. Emperor Battle for Dune, the original, was actually how I got introduced to the whole Dune universe.
Same, actually, very same.
Yeah, I was like 5, I think, because it was the year 2000, because I was just messing around with the menu options on Red Alert 2, and I saw this thing called trailer, so I was like, what is this?
House Harkonnen.
And I
Yes.
saw the original teaser for Emperor Battle for Dune, the one that ends with the sandworm, and I was like, what the hell is this? And I asked my dad, I was like, Daddy, what's this? And he's like, oh, this is Dune. And then he sat me down, and we watched the 1984 movie. Then I got into the books, and oh, man.
Yeah, I remember getting into Emperor first, and then mainly through actually this project, or largely. And then I remember my mum had the film, and so watched the film, and I was like, okay, this is really cool. Yeah, I'm really into this.
So Eric on Discord asks, is this Star Wars themed?
No, it's not Star Wars film themed. This is Dune, the OG of Star Wars, like the granddaddy of Star Wars. Or Star Wars wishes it was.
House Harkonnen has secured
Killaby, that's really cool. I'm glad you really I'm glad it makes you happy to see stuff like this. Like, yeah, it's such a shame that Emperor didn't do well at launch, like, and it didn't sell that well. It had so much to offer in terms of a real-time strategy. It's ridiculous.
Yeah. I saw the trailer when I was a kid, but I didn't actually manage to get my hands on the full game until, like, I think it was a couple years ago when a certain somebody gifted to me for my birthday, and even after having played so many modern games, going back to it, I was just completely blown away by just how fun it was.
Yeah, I still play the game today. Like, I still thoroughly enjoy it.
Like, it really is a hidden gem of Westwood's lineup.
The conquest zone is now neutral.
I just got assassinated.
House Harkonnen has secured a conquest zone.
Killaby, that's amazing. You just walk into a meeting on the whiteboard, it's just Dune, and you're like, yes!
Atreides has secured a conquest zone.
God, isn't that just the dream?
It'd be my dream right now. Like,
Yeah.
as much as I work on this in my free time, I'd love to make this professionally.
A conquest zone is now neutral. A conquest zone is now neutral. House Atreides has secured a conquest zone.
Maybe I'll... Oh.
House Atreides has secured a conquest zone.
Smoke grenades are so good. Whoever threw that smoke grenade, oh, it was Nos, of course.
No.
Yeah, no joke. The inclusion of smoke grenades was an absolute stroke of genius, and I love that we're actually able to make them work.
Hmm.
I think that was like a brainchild of me and C&D Bob.
Yeah, because I'd made some of my own, and I was like, yeah, this could work. And then I made a really nice particle for them.
Yeah, I remember asking you about it. It's like, I want a grenade, a smoke grenade. You're like, well, I've been playing around in my project with it. I was like, yes, let's get the smoke grenades in. They're great support. For 7 months, I didn't have a day off at the end of this project. Oh,
that's-
crikey, yeah, you must have been... Yeah, that doesn't sound like too much fun. That kind of crunches. Yeah.
Brutal.
And yeah, you guys were coordinating with Intelligence Games, weren't you, in Kensington?
The conquest zone is now neutral.
Yeah, I've heard a bit about that. I got to see the Dune movie with someone who worked at Intelligence Games, so that was really nice.
The conquest zone is now neutral.
It was really fun seeing like certain little nods to the
Conquest zone is now
the classic Dune games in the new movie, and just going, "Oh, hey!"
Yeah. Like the Harvester looks a lot like Dune 2's.
Like straight out of the game almost.
Yeah.
House Harkonnen has secured
Mentioning-
the conquest zone.
Spice refineries and spice silos. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt.
No, you're good.
Disclaimer in Discord asks, what are you going for with the vehicle combat exactly?
Right, so the main design for the vehicle combat we've got down as quite a high level, but we're going to be having it as more heavy hitting,
Conquest zone is now neutral.
a bit like battlefields in a way. So we want to have something that's quite heavy hitting, like going to be deadly to infantry, but also
House Atreides has secured
infantry are going to be deadly to it. So infantry can probably outdo vehicles quite easily if they're not careful. But we're going to have we're going to have long ranges, like the infantry gameplay has long ranges here. We're also going to be having, like, pretty much if you get hit as an infantry with a missile or a shell, you're going to die like straight away. We're going to try and have armor effectiveness, but we're going to play around with that as a concept and see how well it works with Dune's vehicles.
The conquest zone is now neutral.
Yeah, hopefully something that's going to be a bit slower paced than the standard Renegade projects. Longer ranges, a bit more tactical.
House Atreides has secured a conquest zone.
So KY in Discord asks, is the Minotaurus going to be the MBT for Atreides?
No, no Minotaurus MBT. So we've already got the vehicles modeled, right? And the Minotaurus already can't rotate its top body
House
to try and
Harkonnen
balance
has
that out.
secured a conquest zone.
What the fuck was... Oh, there you
The
go.
conquest
Rax
zone is
said,
now
did
neutral.
Dune have super weapons? And if so, will they get added?
Yes, Rex, they did, and yes, they will get added, but at a much later date.
House Harkonnen has secured a conquest zone.
Subject. Oh, thank God.
Oh, cool.
The
Operational
conquest zone
test
is
plan.
now neutral. The conquest zone is now neutral.
That would be really, really interesting to see.
House Atreides has secured a conquest zone.
Yes, please, Kellerby. That'd be really cool to see if you're willing to show.
House Atreides has secured a conquest zone.
Incoming KY. I am a senior QA, yes.
Now neutral.
So very much I'm interested to see that.
Faye asks which super weapons.
So we want to get in the main three, which is going to be the Hawk Strike, the Death Hand, and the Deviator missile, I believe it was. How we do the Deviator gas stuff is to be properly designed. A Hawk Strike will probably remove all weapons from from units. And a Death Hand, well, it's going to be a nuke. So
Faye says Ordos had Chaos Lightning.
that's the one. It was Chaos Lightning, but it's the same mechanic as Deviator gas,
Is now neutral.
in that it just turns friendlies against each other. From what I remember.
Just temporarily enables friendly fire in the vicinity.
House Harkonnen has
Yeah.
secured a conquest zone.
Oh, I feel bad for doing that kill.
Oh, okay. So that's what the analyst role was back then. Okay, that's nice. That's quite a lot of responsibility.
The conquest zone is now neutral. The conquest zone. House Atreides has secured a conquest zone. House Harkonnen has secured
Yeah,
a
QA are the unsung heroes of development.
Yeah, Dan got designed towards the end of Renegade, and he started to work on the campaign, from what he told me.
So
Yeah.
Rax says,
Pretty funny.
when did W3D Hub BFD start or get revived? Because he thinks it was dead for a while.
So we had a bit of a lull period about 3 years ago, where we just kind of like lost our way with what we were doing, and a lot of team members left because they didn't really like the lack of direction, and so we went down to be an infantry only, and then redesigned the game up. So we had a lull period for about a year, maybe a year and a half. So from about 2 years ago, we picked it back up and went, right, we have a new direction, we have like a new goal, here's what we're doing. You probably need to hide the HUD and mask uniform coloring for affected players. Okay. Hi man, that's a good point about, yeah, removing the HUD and uniform color for a panic mode. I like that. Danku asks, is there plans to add in functioning static defense structure turrets before or after the vehicles? Mainly when we get vehicles in, but Owen can probably show you that we have some right now. So at the moment, these are like temporary placeholder old models of the machine gun posts,
House Harkonnen has
but we
secured
will
a
probably
conquest zone.
we aim to get them in for vehicles.
House Atreides has secured a conquest zone.
Yeah, what I was going to say earlier is I was chatting to Dan, and it was quite funny because he apologized to me for creating the Mobius mission in Renegade,
Oh, yeah.
because the AI for Mobius is pretty unpredictable, and he can end up just running into a bunch of Nod guys and killing himself quite often.
Yep.
I say this with all due respect, but at least Mobius was wrapped up in a suit of armor and had a gun. Sydney in the last mission I thought was a bit more of a pain.
Secured a conquest zone.
Also,
Oh, yeah.
Mobius could move when he needed to. It wasn't like
Yeah.
some escort missions where he was slow. Nah, man could sprint.
Yeah. Like he could move. I remember recently seeing it in Uranus's speedrun.
Yeah, that was a thing of beauty.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was great. Like shout out, man! Shout out to that speedrun. That was fantastic.
Yeah. That was fun.
Oh yeah.
Well, fun thing to watch while we were having that round table.
Rax. Oh yeah. So you remember the old BFD? Yeah, that was this is night and day compared, isn't it, from the two versions?
God, I remember that old BFD.
The less we say about it, the better.
It had its charms. Like
It got us off the ground.
Again, it's okay.
But yeah, it just morphed into what is, in my opinion, the most fun infantry gameplay I've had in a very long time.
Thank you for saying so. Wait, did you say? Okay, that's really interesting. You have some production builds.
how?
Wait, hold on. Would those production builds have the cut content like the cut building and units? So like the Sadocar tank and stuff.
House Harkonnen has secured a conquest zone. House Atreides has secured a conquest zone.
I'm glad you like it. Thank you.
Apparently, I said the most fun right as Owa got obliterated by a flamethrower.
That is the most fun.
Exactly.
House Harkonnen has secured a conquest zone.
Yeah, you actually get bonus points if you shoot Team Wolf in the face, fun fact.
Wait, what? No! PXD says good.
Maybe
Well,
you
PXD,
should.
you're smelly.
And we don't have achievements. You could get an achievement for killing devs.
Conquest zone is now.
Yeah,
yeah,
we gotta have that.
Yes.
I know APB's got the server achievements, so actually, yeah,
House
I remember
Harkonnen
that.
has secured a
I
conquest
think that does
Yeah.
have like dev killing achievements.
Yes, Apopion does.
Also, it's got ones if devs kill you too many times.
Yeah, mod abuse.
Mod is dead.
Hilarious. Good time. Yeah, achievements.
Where?
Rax mentioned that the gameplay reminds him of Combat Arms, which I think you just unlocked in memory. It's been a million years since I've played that game.
I forgot about Combat Arms.
So we go.
Oh, it was so good, though.
Yeah, so that's quite a compliment. Thank you.
House
Oh,
Atreides has
just a quick
secured
question. Have you been
conquest
using
zone.
iron sights much? Okay. I mean, I haven't noted. I haven't seen it. It was a genuine question. It wasn't me nitpicking for once.
For once in his life. I'm joking with you.
I'm hurt.
By the way, I saved your ass 10 seconds too late.
Yeah, I noticed that. Thank you very much.
Well, get another goal from the tanks.
Yeah.
Disclaimer says, didn't BFD start development a bit after AR?
Yeah, so we've been around for in total. Well, BFD was actually one of the first, like the second or third project we developed on for Renegade after like Tiberian, like Reborn and A Path Beyond, which was Renegade Alert back in the day. But yeah, so we could start this rendition.
House Harkonnen
Got
has
picked up
secured a
by
conquest
me and a
zone.
guy called C&C 95 fan about 13 or 14 years ago.
Ooh, that was a long.
Man, I feel old.
Hey, PM me.
House
Maybe I'll-
Atreides
I'm
has
bloody
secured a
fair.
conquest zone.
What was that, Bob?
Love how we ran past
I'm
each
just
other and
saying,
then
like,
realized.
killing you feels old. I turned 30 the other day.
Yeah, I'm 32. Go away.
Oh wow. Really
What do you mean,
old.
oh
man.
wow? No. We don't bully people for their age here. Leave the grandpas alone.
Yeah, we just bully him for other things.
Faye, go
Yeah.
ahead and DM Team Waffle.
Oh, sorry, Faye, yeah. This is Team Wolf. I do like how you spawn as a light infantry and he just cries out, kill the weak. Hello.
House Atreides has secured a
Hopefully-
conquest zone.
Test build. So depending on the date, I don't see why not. Oh, fantastic, Killer Bee. Ooh. Thank you asks. Can you get Faye to record the double kill, triple kill for the mod? We might have to do that because we can get those kind of achievements. So we can get him to do his Halo, best Halo announcer voice. Killer Bee says, I'll go through the old box of random Westwood stuff upstairs when I get home, and if I find anything from production, I'll send it to you, team off on this one. Killer Bee, that would be insane. Thank you so much. I heavily appreciate that. Like, I'm, as you can probably imagine, I'm a bit of a major Battle Dune fan, so...
It's hard to notice, I know, but it's there.
A conquest zone is now neutral. A conquest zone is now neutral.
Yeah, I do have 2 copies of Strategy Guide.
House Harkonnen has secured a conquest
Also,
zone.
Owen's just showing off the nice shiny guns we have in the moonlight as he spins. Nice.
A conquest zone
So you get
is now
for
neutral.
camping me.
Rax says, does BFD also have some fun vehicles like the taco car?
Has secured a conquest zone.
We had some random bits in. Of course, Eggman kills me.
Conquest zone is now neutral.
We've got more stuff like quads in. But we don't have anything yet, like testing out physics and stuff, unfortunately, not like AR.
House Atreides has secured a conquest zone. A conquest zone is now neutral. House Atreides has secured a conquest zone. A conquest zone is now neutral. House Harkonnen has secured a conquest zone. A conquest zone is now neutral. A conquest zone is now neutral. House Atreides has secured a conquest zone. House Harkonnen has secured a conquest zone.
Hmm.
A conquest zone is now neutral. House Harkonnen has secured a conquest zone. A conquest zone is now neutral. House Atreides has secured a conquest zone.
Killer Bee says to get these reflections in this engine is very impressive. Thanks, Lord. We've been working so hard on trying to get this kind of tech in, and we've got a cool scripts team that are really working hard, that just make miracles happen. I think the special shout out to this stuff, I believe, is for General Camo and Janosch, if I'm not mistaken. Bob, you can correct me if I'm wrong.
Yeah, no, they've been doing a lot. They've been doing that, yeah. And all that working nicely.
Yeah, General Camo has been a savior, and we've been trying to get a lot of that kind of stuff in, so hopefully you'll see more of it on
A
release.
conquest zone is now neutral. A conquest zone is now neutral. House Atreides has secured a conquest zone.
Disclaimer says, so are we getting an RTX on feature for WedHub games?
I'd love to say yes.
I don't think any of you, how many of us actually own RTX graphics cards? No, I bloody don't.
I do not either.
A conquest zone. House Harkonnen
I'm
has
kinda
secured a conquest zone.
scared when my graphics card inevitably decides to break.
House Atreides
Not like
has
I've not got
secured
the
a
money, it's
conquest
more
zone.
just getting the bloody
House
stock.
Harkonnen has secured a conquest zone.
Not a single graphics card available at that time.
Yeah, I can't wait to sell my liver or a kidney to get a new graphics card.
I was about to say, good luck with that liver, boy. I'm just kidding.
That's probably wrecked anyway.
Thanks.
A conquest zone is now neutral.
Yeah. I like my Vega 56. In that, I can actually get quite a bit of money for my
House
Vega
Atreides has
56.
secured a conquest
Because it's a
zone.
good mining
Conquest
card.
zone is now neutral.
So thank you says not sure if it was
House
mentioned,
Harkonnen has
but it might
secured
be
a
worth
conquest
highlighting
zone.
where people can look to keep updated on future updates for this mod. So, yeah, we'll definitely post out some links in chat. The main place you can check this mod out is at w3dhub.com. We've also got a IndieDB page where we try to post updates, which is we're Battle for Dune on IndieDB.
House Harkonnen has secured a conquest zone. A conquest zone is now neutral.
Killer Bee says I have to do something with my 3090 guys. Come on.
Look
What?
at that flex.
Yeah, literally.
House Harkonnen has secured
I just have a $200 store-bought build from Walmart.
Oh, it's not one of the overpowered ones? Those just were not good.
Yeah, this thing is... It screams at me when I try to run the remasters.
Ooh,
Yeah,
This was a
it's-
really close match.
I know.
It's
Very
okay.
back and forth.
I should have a good build before too long.
Nice.
We said killing you a second hamster in order to make him overclock his machine.
Yeah, we'll
His
give
name
you the
is
second
Hamburg.
hamster.
Yeah, that was a close one, wasn't it?
That was, yeah, like a lot of these matches have been close.
Yeah.
And the squirrel.
And a squirrel.
Good.
Yeah, come upstairs, come upstairs.
Ooh.
So we've got an untextured tactical tape over here. And then if we go upstairs, Romanov recently has made it and so you can live out your birdie boy fantasies. You can look out at Arrakis in all its wonderful rocky and sandy glory. Now we should probably get back to combat before they kill us. What were we going to say, Bob?
I've just realised something. The Harkonnen gloves have fingernails.
Yeah, they do. Yeah, thanks for pointing that one out.
Fingernails, fingernails, fingernails.
Wind trap.
Warning, Atreides' wind trap is under attack.
I know I was surviving that.
I didn't Ironside that one because I just didn't think I could afford to do that.
Now you already tagged me quite a bit. There's no way I was
Yeah. Yes, we are going to try and get as much bot support as possible for Battle for Dune. We want people to enjoy Battle for Dune as much as they can, so that's online, offline, whatever your flavor is.
already sort of basic bot support, but not finished.
Yeah.
Real good stuff eventually.
Well, we'll get that. Yeah, I've already made sure that a lot of the maps can support bots already.
Disclaimer in Discord asks, speaking of which, how good are the hand models? They seem too good.
So these are like new hand models. So we had new hand models for that AR are using, Apocalypse Rising is using, that were intended for Path Beyond but never quite made it. And now these are like hand models plus because they had a bug in them fixed that we only noticed with BFD. And I've got to give a huge shout out to Eggman891 for the amount of work he's put into the first-person rigs for this game.
There we go. Finally, a soldier that. Break. Oh.
Harkonnen's spice silo is under attack.
Hey, Hyper.
Warning.
Oh shit, I
Harkonnen's
jumped that.
spice silo is
By
under
the way.
attack.
Yeah, that's weird.
Harkonnen's spice silo is under attack.
Oh!
No!
KY killed himself and I got gunned down.
Oh, damn, I didn't see you there, Roa. Otherwise, I wouldn't have. That's the thing, though. It does seem like a little bit of a bug. It does seem like the anti-combat refilling doesn't seem to be working.
It's not working.
Yeah, I've been by accident, but I have been able to refill in combat, and it's like after I've been shot, and it's like that doesn't seem right. Don't know. You have to double check it.
It might not be set up actually, because I think that's a server-side thing, isn't it?
No, I think it's TT die
Engine.
now.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's TT die now that does that. Oh. Maybe I just not noticed, huh? I know refilling works, but not like the stopping your refilling if you've been shot. I have to test that.
Yeah.
Oh god, I ended up halfway up the bloody barracks. Good enough.
Harkonnen's spice silo is under attack.
Yep. I'll do.
Warning. Atreides barracks is under attack.
Yes. Alright.
Want to keep up the pressure? Ow!
Too much pressure?
Harkonnen's spice silo is under attack.
Face says, no sidearm for the rocket guy to swap out to. No, he does have one, I'm just an idiot.
Nice. Yeah, so, one feature we've also got in Battle for Dune that's different from the other word games. So we've got the Q swap that you'll normally see in games like Counter-Strike. So if you hit Q, you'll swap to your previously held out weapon. So by default, that's a pistol.
Harkonnen's spice silo is under attack. Harkonnen's spice silo is under attack.
Yeah. Another spice silo I need to fix. What else I do?
No, there isn't.
Well, that must have been
Yes! I don't know how long this is going to last, but
What, your killing spree?
just staying alive. Yes! We did it, Reddit! Ow!
Harkonnen wind trap is under attack.
We are a man down, so.
Yeah,
that's
that's
fair.
understandable.
There's only so much I can do.
Oh, gun down.
But I do think it is telling that the game is still fun with this few players.
Harkonnen
Yeah, I hope everyone's still is having fun. We've designed Battle for Dune to be fun with a small player size.
Pop in that last round.
Of course, it was Nos that toasted me.
Were you saying that he has a Flammenwaffe?
Yes,
What does the Flammenwaffe do?
it's Vefsflammen.
Is under attack.
Oh my god, it melted me!
Yeah. We just got to be careful in case he gets a Nebelwaffe.
No, I'm not even asking. Hyperos, how the game's going? Had some issues. Yeah, we've had them out. The game's going quite well. Yeah, we're sorry about the delay, guys. Beginning the stream. That was my fault. I just forgot some stuff.
Well, it's like that one person said, a delayed game is eventually good. I forget the rest.
Yeah. Ah.
Warning.
So we use Emperor Battle for Dune as a base for scale, and then we scale down from there. But we use that kind of hierarchy. So in Emperor, the barracks is one of the biggest buildings. So we kind of base that off how nice shot, Bob. We base it how other things, other buildings should compare to, along to it. I don't if I explained that well at all. Cool. Yeah, so we use the barracks as a base because it's one of the biggest buildings, and then we kind of scale things from there. We also use infantry as our biggest scale markers, and make sure that you've got a good representation of a feeling based on how you are on the boots on the ground. Hold on, Faye, I'll quickly look.
I see you there.
Oh, you got loads of stuff. Wow. Yeah, we can talk about this afterwards. That's a lot to go through the process and discuss.
Is it butts rendered in 4K?
No, be quiet.
The war of ass rages on.
Oh, why? Why would you use that with that?
Because it's funny. KY is brown tone.
Just a bit. No. Oh, Conan in Windtrap. Someone just ramped past him.
Warning.
I'll get him.
is under attack.
It's
Put
all good.
landmines in the exact same place, and I would just hit them again. Alright, that's fine. I just think it's. I just think it's funny.
Oh, I'm really glad you like them. We've actually recently been going through a lot of different iterations of them. So we've been redesigning the interiors for the Harkonnen and the Atreides. And at first they were like really complicated for people to navigate, but we just wanted to get like that kind of real feeling for each house. But then we took the feeling for what we felt each house would be, and then simplified it to as best we could, while also trying to make it fun and functional.
Harkonnen wind trap is under attack. Warning. Trading spice silo is under
Come on, boys.
Yeah, that's
No surrender.
Harkonnen spice silo is under attack.
Oh, move again.
Harkonnen spice silo has been destroyed.
Faye, I love how I can just kind of hear the slight smile in your voice with that line.
Oh, Bob, that was dirty. Yeah, Faye, we're probably going to be also pestering you for new voice lines.
Yeah. And if you need any more voice lines for me, Team Wolf or Faye, or anyone really, just feel free to poke me.
No, there's a flamethrower incoming, guys. The power plants aren't even single player. Oh, fuck off. This is why I hate you. I haven't missed you at all.
What the What was that just happened? I saw this guy sneaking into the base, I shot him in the head, and then I blow up. Yeah, anytime he wants any, just poke me. Anybody. Especially if you're on Direct and Dominate.
Wow.
Look, I love doing voices.
Hey, message the guys. I'm sure they'll be up for it. I saw you on my radar too late. No.
Oh, speaking of which, Faye,
About to get cramp in my wrist.
it's kind of prophetic, given what I've done for you, because I've been practicing my throat singing lately.
Oh my.
Just because of the new movie.
Hi, man. Don't call this game the War of Ass. I just read your comment. God damn it.
Testman says, I'm not aware of any Dune-themed games that come out in a long time. Dune fans / community are probably quite hungry by now. Do you think BFD will become popular among them?
I do.
I honestly hope so. Like, it's one of our goals that this is something that's gonna be quite unique in terms of Dune gaming, and hopefully fill the gap. You've obviously got the new 4X RTS game coming out. but this is so different in comparison. And yeah, hopefully, it's gonna scratch an itch.
Oi,
Harkonnen
leave me
Barracks
alone.
is under attack.
No. No! I was reloading. God damn it.
Ow!
Okay. That was
I
fun.
forgot mines were a thing. Somehow.
Yes.
Okay, so there is a still Dan Q says the Dune communities are quite still active. I know at least Dune 2000 have huge amount of community mods and missions. There is the new Spice War 4X game that works. Yeah, and then there's a Renegade side here.
Harkonnen Wind
Yeah, exactly. We've got so much like yeah, actually, one thing, yeah, sorry, my bad. We got to give a massive shout out to the June 2000 modding community, like Faye and Veda and Blast and everyone else working on those projects. It's fantastic. If you guys want a load of really great old school June 2000 RTS gameplay, there are literally hundreds upon thousands of hours of single player and multiplayer content from that community alone. Please go and check them out. Faye, feel free to throw in a Discord link into Discord, because you guys deserve way more recognition than you get. The stuff you guys have been doing is fantastic. I think they've recently done inside caves, different, more and more different
Oh my god.
tile layouts, like Highlander layouts and stuff. Is fantastic.
The base is under attack.
Harkonnen Barracks is under attack.
We'll take the tack off.
So, Faye, I think a lot of it is from Twitch and YouTube Live. Or the various chats that are being responded to.
Yeah, we're streaming on Twitch, we're streaming on YouTube, and on Facebook. So
Yeah, there's no chance that Dune game content's gonna go dry.
Ow.
Da-da. Got him.
I kind of hope you get Harkonnen next round, Ben, because I think Faye said that he hasn't heard me as the Mentat yet.
That's amazing. Really? But I've been a Harkonnen a few times.
I think so, but I think he also showed up a little bit later.
I'm trying to play, but Rachel keeps nudging my headphones off.
Invite her to join.
I'm streaming. Do you want to come play?
Oh, you got him.
Atreides
Yep.
Wind Trap is under attack.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
I killed myself. Oh.
Yeah, no, I didn't go on. It's very, very.
Hey, ow.
Wind trap.
Finally. Money.
Warning, Atreides Wind Trap is under attack. Warning, Atreides Wind Trap is under attack.
Just heard the war table yell, "For the Duke!"
Nice.
Harkonnen Barracks is under attack. Squad Delta, engage Herbert, tactical projector. Mission ready. Warning, Atreides' wind trap is under attack.
Thanks for sharing that, Faye. That's really cool. Yeah, sorry. Heroes are disabled on the Twitch. But come and check them out on our Discord. They're in the event chat. Faye, feel free to also post it in the Battle for Dune Slack Discord channel as well. Oh, Bob! Yeah.
Ah, it's a good life, sat in the barracks.
Yeah, we need to do something about making like building maps a little bit easier to win.
I mean, you've already knocked out 3 out of our 4 buildings. It's...
Harkonnen Barracks is
That's
under
not
attack.
Yes.
Yeah. Faye wants to know, was that the Sabo stealth sound?
Is it the what stealth sound?
Sabo or whatever.
I don't think so. Oh, trying to finally fight your way there, and then Bob just goes, ha.
Oh, Saboteur!
Maybe.
Under attack. Remember, each soldier is
No, stay out.
I don't quite remember where we got the stealth sound from. But if it's Dune related, yeah, probably.
Because, if my memory serves me right, it's not the Emperor stealth sound.
barracks.
No.
So it might actually be the... Ow! The Saboteur.
Actually, we don't know if we've got the Emperor stealth sound. That's something you can look into. Way.
Yeah, I can look through it at some point.
Volkov, I think we've got a scout near us.
Harkonnen Barracks is under attack.
Okay, you just look around and be like, wait, what? You got murdered on the stairs.
Oh!
I got murdered on the stairs.
Barracks is under
I got to
Yeah.
the top and I immediately hit the brakes and it wasn't enough to save my ass.
Lol.
You
from
just
the
got hit by
Claymore.
this freight train.
Mm-mm.
Maybe he is.
More like hit by the DJ.
The pain train. Chugga 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 chugga. Woo woo.
Harkonnen Barracks.
And that I have earned enough credits to buy like my next 3 engineers, which is handy because we've got no silos.
God damn.
Ah, bollocks.
I am now out of ammo. Oh my goodness.
NF Havoc wants to know what the sabotage device does.
So, sabotage devices are pretty much our answer to interior gameplay building destruction. So instead of having time C4, they are damage over time charges. So you place them on the weak point, which in our case they're called mainframes, and they will drain the health of the building. Did you catch that, Havoc? Fantastic.
Thank you, EXD. Oh shit.
Pie Man, what do you need whispering?
Oh,
I didn't
I
catch it.
think you wanted the link from Danku.
Ah, right. I see.
Well, for Faye, yeah.
Ah, yeah, nice one.
Thanks a lot, man.
Good.
So I got one just for fun for you guys. Who's your favorite Dune character?
Probably Miles Teg.
Harkonnen barracks.
Gurney Halleck, but the 1984 version.
Yeah.
Probably guess. People could probably guess why I like
Atomics!
Yeah, yeah.
Patrick Stewart.
I like Fade Writher.
Of course you do. Why is that?
Because he's played by Sting.
Yeah.
And Sting's amazing. Sting is incredible.
I wonder who they're going to get to play Fade in part 2.
Sting. They'll just bring him back.
Yeah, Sting! Yeah, they'll bring him back to play a
Old
teenage
Sting.
boy.
Yeah.
All Sting.
All Sting all the time.
Yeah, what if it's Sting, but it's not the Sting you expect?
Wow,
Yeah.
oh, for goodness
Some
sake.
man called Sting.
No. It's Sting the wrestler instead of Sting the.
That's the joke I was making.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't believe we won that just at the end as the match was about to end.
Basically, you've got.
Wow.
He comes out. This is going to be a wrestling joke, but basically, you Dune is all like set up and everything to come back for the second film, and literally the film opens with Tony Schiavone going, "It's Sting."
Welcome everyone to Monday Night Dune.
It's
my
Monday
goodness.
night, and you will know what that means. Hearken and rumble with Sting.
It helps with the limit slightly, and it also helps with recoil. Oh, thanks, Nos.
I love Sting.
House Atreides
I love both Stings.
Sir.
to conquest zone.
Did you know that Sting the wrestler licenses his name out to Sting
House
the
Harkonnen-
musician?
House Harkonnen has
Huh.
secured a
I
conquest
did hear
That's
about that.
weird.
Yeah,
I think Sting had it registered first.
Sting
Fluke.
Sting the wrestler did. Yeah.
Wait,
Oh,
didn't
this
he
is
die?
confusing.
No,
Sting the wrestler?
Sting the
No, he's
wrestler is
still
still
going.
wrestling.
A conquest zone is now neutral.
Gamelon says, can I be a beta tester for War of Assassins?
House
You
Atreides
can
has
apply to be a
secured
tester
conquest zone.
for Wed Hub.
Anyways, backing it up, my personal favorite Dune character is Chani.
Yeah, really, why?
Honestly, it was a lot of the
A conquest zone is now
chemistry between her and Paul in the book. Like, especially the section where she's training him in the ways of the Fremen is what really shot the book up for me to being my favorite book of all time.
So there is one distinguishing part from Shani that I really, really love, and it's when people are challenging Paul, and she goes out and just kills one of them, and Paul's like, "Why did you do that? Why did you put your life in danger?" And she was like, "No one will challenge Muad'Dib when his woman kills his challengers." And then no one else did.
House Harkonnen
No one did from that day. They went, "I'm not messing with Muad'Dib." It's like, why?
Atreides has secured a
His
conquest zone.
wife kills you, not even him.
Has secured a conquest zone.
But it's just like, oh, shit, yeah. All hail.
Yeah.
But a close second would have to be Pierce de Vries,
Conquest zone is now neutral.
for obvious reasons.
A conquest zone is now neutral.
Yeah, I can imagine why.
House Atreides has secured a conquest zone.
He's a relative of Pyto.
What, they were born in the same Gola flesh
House
tank?
Harkonnen has secured
Well, he's
a
called
conquest
Pyto de
zone.
Vries, isn't he? Or am I getting it wrong?
Yeah, he is. That was that was what KY was going with.
Pierce de
Yeah.
Vries. No, I get it now.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Yeah, that's the... That's what we're going with. Is the official name of the Harkonnen Mentat
That's
for
what-
Battle for Dune War of Assassins is Pierce de Vries.
That's what you're going with.
Ah!
I hate everything.
Danko asks, will Zendaya make a release in the final build of the game?
Yeah, getting commissioned and everything. Can we please stop calling it the War of Ass? I feel like AZ Stalker's won at this point.
I'm getting
Wow.
I'm getting flack from Faye now for that pun.
Secure the conquest zone.
By the way, Faye, if you
not
want
sorry.
to give a name to your Mentat in this game, feel free.
Oh. Oh.
I do want to mention that when I saw the new movie with my fiance, Duncan, Idaho was her favorite.
I mean, Duncan Idaho is one of my favorites, right? I do
Duncan,
think
Idaho is awesome.
He is the G.
Oh, absolutely burned.
Look at you, putting on some muscle?
Yeah, do you think so? No.
No.
yeah. It's just the shutdown of no.
Jason Momoa is amazing as well.
Yes.
He plays such an amazing Duncan.
He's such a nice dude as well.
I will toast him.
Ow.
Get away from me, you toasty boy! Oh,
No.
toasted me.
Actually, I didn't. That's.
Crispy Ben coming up.
Oh no.
Crispy toasted dead right to your very door.
So,
Yummy.
we've been streaming for just over 2.5 hours now.
Oh.
Do we want to make this one the last game and just
Yeah,
I think so. Yeah.
get
Sure.
any final questions in before we finish for tonight?
Which
Yeah.
might be quicker than you think.
Oh, it
Yeah,
Oh,
that
son
went
of a
pretty
bitch!
quick.
Yeah, Harkonnen are kicking ass this time around.
A conquest zone is now neutral.
We're gonna put the kettle on after this.
I feel that one.
Yeah. Do you want a team one?
House Atreides.
Yes, please.
secure the conquest zone.
We're not even joking, guys. We,
Right.
we live with each other.
Yeah, meet me in the kitchen. We'll have a tea.
Yeah, it sounds good. Yeah, so guys, any other questions you guys have? Thank you to everyone who has tuned into this stream and for showing your genuine curiosity, asking your questions, looking forward to the game. It's all heavily appreciated. It's what keeps us going as content creators for this game. Kind of sounds like I'm a YouTuber. But
We
it
are
just
at the
keeps us
moment.
going. It's true. And yeah, I mean, as much as we're making this game for
Evan.
us, we're also making it for you. We want this to be the best Dune first-person shooter experience that you guys could possibly experience. I mean, yeah, technically we are. Thanks, Pie Man. And Chop Bam's just joined.
Yeah, all right. So I'm going to put us back on to our beautiful music. So yeah, thanks for coming, guys. It's been pretty brilliant. Tomorrow, you can expect some interim Apex. That is an absolutely fantastic mod that is actually out, so you can actually play it as well. Yeah, that one is basically a kind of a what if scenario. If Renegade had 1,000 expansion packs, what would that look like? Yeah, interim Apex is probably one of our most popular games out there. It's definitely got loads of stuff. If you want to see what GDI play like when they've got about 20 different vehicles and not if they've got about the same, then yeah, go for it. I say 20. It's more like how many vehicles do you reckon there are in interim Apex, guys?
About 100.
It's about 100
Yeah,
vehicles, isn't
At
it?
least.
It's crazy.
I'm not even exaggerating. So you've got almost 2 like purchase terminal pages, like a page and a half of purchase terminal pages, with each tab having at least 3 to 4 vehicles in it. There's an insurmountable amount of vehicles. It's a stupid amount of fun. There's all the choice you could possibly want from a game, let alone a Renegade modification, right?
Yeah,
it's
for sure.
Super amounts of fun. Please join us.
Yeah. So we're not going to be streaming tomorrow, but there will be others streaming around. I'm sure NF Havoc will be streaming along with a few others. So look out for their streams on the wire. We will try and repost the links to the streams when we see them all over Discord and around on Facebook as well. I'll make sure that Chronostorm knows where to put all the posts. So yeah. So we won't see you tomorrow, but we might see you on Saturday for some streaming of Red Alert Path Beyond, which is kind of our flagship project here at W3D Hub, a total conversion modification that is a homage to Red Alert 1 within Renegade, and it's just fantastic, isn't it? It's just it's the reason, one of the reasons that we're still here is because that game's so fun. So. Then on Sunday we're gonna round it all out with some classic Renegade. So yeah, so join us on whichever server you want to play on. There should be all of the servers should be up, so should be pretty good. All right, guys. Well, it's been an absolute pleasure streaming tonight. So we'll see you again, right? So take it easy and keep being Renegades.
See you later.
See ya.